Welcome to the Shed and Shine podcast. I am Gino Wickman. This is where Rob Dubé and I help driven entrepreneurs shed their shit, free their true selves, unlock true entrepreneurial freedom, and shine. We truly appreciate you taking the time to spend with us, and we hope to make a huge impact on you. Hello and welcome to my next riff. As Rob has shared with you in previous podcast episodes, when I do a riff, the riff is based on something to do with the 3 discoveries, the 10 disciplines, and various other things like things that come up. Well, something came up. So this particular riff, I call this the company that shines. And when I say something came up, I had a little vision or an aha or a possibility or maybe even a hallucination. You'll be the judge. But last week on Monday morning at 3 a.m., I woke up with this thing that I'm going to describe to you. And this thing, aha, thought, vision, possibility, or hallucination, started with this flash of insight that maybe small businesses are the impact points, the sanctuaries, the tribes, the community, the organisms. And so some of these words may not make sense, but I'm just compelled to share this with you. But let's just use the term the impact points. What impact? Who knows? But I think you'll be the judge of the potential impact of what I'm about to share with you. So where this starts, and I'd like to start by saying to you, a boy can dream, is with the visionary, the driven entrepreneur, you, the person at the helm of your organization. And the vision, the thought, this lasted about 2 or 3 minutes, but this is everything that flashed into my mind following the thought of, maybe small businesses are the impact points. So it starts, as I said, with that driven entrepreneur at the helm of an organization. Our typical clients are privately held companies with 10 to 250 people, so that would be the definition of a small business in this conversation and this riff. And that driven entrepreneur, i.e. visionary, sitting at the helm of that 10 to 250 person organization, I saw clearly that they had mastered their inner and outer world. They were fully free, being their true selves, and they were healthy and functional and cohesive. And then from there, what flashed in is then seeing that company running like a Swiss watch. Now, the only operating system I know is EOS. So whatever operating system that company is running on, I'm going to use some EOS terms, but that company, again, is running like a Swiss watch. It's got all the right people in the right seats. The company has a soul, which means the core values are crystal clear, and the core focus of that organization is crystal clear. Those 2 things combined are what make up the soul of an organization and what attracts people to that organization. That company is crystal clear on the vision, as is every single person in the organization, knowing where that company's going, how it's going to get there. Again, all the people are the right people in the right seats. Things are being measured. Issues are being solved. People follow the processes, and everyone is disciplined and accountable. The next thing I saw is then that every single one of those people were living their ideal life, or the EOS life as we call it, meaning that they are doing what they love, and they are doing it with people they love, and they are making a huge impact, and they're being compensated well, and they have time for other passions. Those are the 5 points of the EOS life. And then from there, with all those wonderful people living their ideal life. I then saw each and every one of those people implementing and living by the 10 disciplines in their life, where they've mastered both their inner and outer worlds. So again, they are all thinking in 10-year time frames, long-range thinking. They're all taking time off, recharging their batteries. They all know thyself. They're being their true selves every day, all day. They're being still. They're practicing stillness every day. They know they're 100%, their perfect work container. They are saying no often where something doesn't fit within the boundaries. They're doing the dollar an hour work they should be doing for their maximum output. They're preparing every night. They wake up hitting the ground running. They're putting everything in one place. Everybody follows through. And they're all humble. They're all being humble. Then, where my mind went, or whatever I was seeing here, is that every single one of those people shed all their shit. Their inner stories are let go. They're shared with whatever loved one they've shared it with that loves and trusts them, but they've let go of the past and they are free. They freed their true selves. And then this next thing that flashed in, I'll be frank, scared the hell out of me because I don't quite understand how this works, but this has been proven in the world. But that organization, this company that shines, and this vision I saw, this company was fully employee owned. And so that jarred me. Again, this all happened in 2 minutes. But then what I was reminded of is how when I sold EOS Worldwide, I sold for maximum value, and I offered to every human being in that organization, both employees and EOS implementers, the opportunity to buy into the company. And 35 people did. And 6 years later, their investment has 10x'd. And so I thought to myself, wait a second, okay, I have experienced that. The other thing that flashed into my mind is, a lot of you out there are selling your businesses as I did. And assuming you're realizing full value, why not realize that full value and sell it to the people that helped you build it? And you can retain as much of that as you want. I retain 12.5% of my company. This is known as an ESOP, another model for doing this. There are lots of different models. ESOPs scare me. Some are incredibly successful. Some are horrific failures. But there are many examples. And ironically, what I was reminded of at that moment is one of our mastermind clients who just converted his company to an ESOP company, employee-owned, and it's going very, very well. Jack Stack is another amazing example. I can't think of the gentleman's name. Rob Dubay shares it with me often about somebody. His goal is to make a bunch of millionaires. He's made 100 millionaires so far out of his employees. And I'm happy to say with EOS Worldwide, we've made many millionaires and more to come. And so with that, I get a little nervous sharing that part of the vision, but hopefully that clarifies it a little better. With all of that said, the last piece that I saw is that it was just a love-based organization, not a fear-based organization. And then as I thought about this, and as it scared me a little bit, but mostly excited me, is that I'm not talking about a woo-woo, la-la, soft organization. I'm talking about an organization that is hard-working, highly productive, making a huge impact, highly profitable, where things are being measured, people are accountable, people are disciplined, there are high standards, everybody's playing by the same rules. And there are lots of people who want to work in environments like that. There are a lot of people that want to work. And so with that said, as I mentioned, a boy can dream. It starts with you. Now, whether that vision gets realized, it starts with you, the driven entrepreneur. And Rob and my mission is to help free the souls, free the true selves of 1 million driven entrepreneurs in the next 10 years. And if we play this out, in my simple mind, I just look at in the next 20 years, wow, imagine 1 million companies. On average, our clients have about 50 employees. So 1 million companies that look like this, 1 million driven entrepreneurs that have realized full value of their organization. But that quick math says 50 million employees all over the world realizing what I just shared with you. Oh, what a world it would be. And so all that said, step one is simply today, you, the driven entrepreneur, please shed your shit, become a healthy, functional, cohesive visionary, and be your true self and let your freak flag fly. And I really believe the rest will follow. I hope this riff pings your soul. Thank you for listening in today. We truly appreciate you taking the time to spend with us, and please tune in for the next episode. Until then, if you'd like to see where you are on your true self journey, go to shedandshinepodcast.com to take the true self assessment and receive personalized guidance. If you're all ready to begin your inner world journey with Rob and myself, please join us for the next round of the 10 Disciplines Group Coaching Program. We wish you all the best in freeing your true self. Stay focused and much love.